Our district champion, Larry Jablonski.
Every day we come face to face with labels. Calorie count, fiber content, and my favorite, warning, this knife was manufactured with a sharp edge. You think? And then there's other kinds of labels, such as the invisible label you and I apply to our personal situations and experiences. We instantly decide whether or not this situation is right or wrong, good or bad. And then we slap a label on it. Fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests. Do you think it's possible if we took a step back, we might realize we applied the wrong label? More importantly, is it possible if we gathered more information, we might just realize what we thought was bad might really turn out to be our destiny? After you hear my story, you're going to hear how wrong I was when I placed my labels. More importantly, after hearing my story, maybe you'll think back on your story and realize maybe you placed the wrong labels on your situations. I worked as a police officer for 14 years, and during this time I was living my dream. I would wake up in the morning, eat my bowl of Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries because a crime fighter needs the extra protein. Don my suit of armor and go off and battle the evildoers of my Gotham City. I was convinced this armor would protect me from everything and anything set my way. That thought process changed in December of 1996. During our shift, 2 of my fellow officers were involved in a high-speed pursuit. They lost control of their vehicle. They hit a telephone pole. They were both killed instantly. This situation shook me to my core. It stripped away my armor. And it left me wondering, should I go and hide, run and never look back, or throw my hands up and surrender? I labeled this situation tragic. I started looking at my options and decided the best option was to pick a new city, move, and start over. I picked Wichita, Kansas. I flew out, went through the hiring process, and they offered me a job. I found a beautiful, brand new home in a nice subdivision. I filled out all the pre-purchase paperwork and returned back to Cleveland. I quit my job. I sold my house. I was preparing to move to my new hometown, and life was finally looking up again. 3 weeks before this move, I received a letter. Dear Mr. Sapansky, it is with regret we must inform you your job offer has been rescinded by the chief of police because you do not possess the proper college degree. I've got 14 years experience and he won't hire me because I don't have the proper degree? I found myself without a job, without a home, in a situation that really deserved a special label. And trust me, it got the label it deserved, but because of proper politeness protocol, I can't tell you what that label was. We'll just say it was bad. I knew I needed to make another plan, and quick. I started doing research, and I learned the city of New Orleans was hiring. I flew down to New Orleans, went through their hiring process, and once again I was offered a job. I found another beautiful home. This one had pecan trees in the front yard, a kidney bean-shaped swimming pool in the back. I filled out the pre-purchase paperwork once again, and I flew back to Cleveland to prepare to move to my new hometown. 1 week before this move, I received a phone call. Hello, Mr. Sapansky. This is Officer Thomas with the New Orleans Police Department. I'm sorry to inform you, sir. Your job offer has been placed on hold indefinitely because of a hiring freeze. Hiring freeze? I didn't know things freeze in the South. Once again, I found myself without a job, without a home, and a situation that deserved another colorful label. In respect to Toastmasters International, we'll just say this one was very bad. I decided to stay put in Cleveland and make things work, and over the years I gathered more information, and what I learned really rocked me. The night of the fateful car accident that claimed the lives of my 2 fellow officers, that night I was scheduled to be in that vehicle. A last-minute scheduling change assigned me to a different part of the city. I had planned to move to Wichita in December of 1997. In May of 1998, an F4 tornado came whipping through Wichita, wiping 89 homes off the face of the earth. My brand new house was one of those 89. Y'all remember what happened in New Orleans in 2005? Hurricane Katrina. What you didn't know until now, the beautiful home I pre-purchased, it was washed away by the Mississippi River. Through these 3 life-altering events, I learned 3 very important lessons. Number 1, if you're going to label your bad situations and talk about them in a contest speech, use good, clean labels. It saves on editing later. Number 2, I learned what I originally labeled tragic, bad, and very bad actually turned out to be blessings in disguise for me. And finally, most importantly, I learned my life doesn't always give me what I want, but it always gives me what I need. And there is a big difference. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I want to leave you with a challenge. The next time you go to slap that label on your bad situation, take a step back, gather more information, and maybe, just maybe, what you thought was bad might really turn out to be your destiny.